Okay, so this is issue 25 of Void Rivals. We have the part 1 of the Quintesson War. I don't think they're double dipping in the months like they did with G.I. Joe for this one. I think they're just going to have it standard according to the back of the issues for the release schedule. So that's what's going on there. Very rare I go for super special covers, but this one was like £1 more, and it was just too cool not to have, and we get to see some lovely Piranacons in there, so very, very cool. So I believe we have a new artist in this, and this is pretty cool. So Zertonia have had issues since the unveiling of Zerta, um, and our guy who was repaired by Zerta is coming back to kick the crap out of the leader. Um, so fight scene's very, very cool. I mean, got some nice images here, and the artwork's very, very nice. The only drawback being is that their armor is so similar. Half the time, it's difficult to figure out who's kicking the crap out of who. I mean, it's fine. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But you know, design-wise, I'd have made one of them a brighter color or a different color. When I first thought about it. But there you go. Anyway, so they're kicking the crap out of each other and basically explaining that, he's saying that Zerta turned on him, and he's saying that Zerta didn't turn on him, and he's got a curse of her now whispering in his ear roll and all this kind of stuff going on. And as they're fighting, this massive starship drops out the sky. Just as he's about to land a possible killing blow, and it's our friend the Quintesson ship, and as it kind of drills into the ground, which is always one of the coolest things in Transformers the movie. It kind of gets nearer and nearer, and it eats all the ground up, and they're slowly getting drawn into it, and it stops just before they're mangled up in its corkscrew, and it's there. Yeah, it's embedded in the ship in the ground itself. Handroid is having a bit of a crisis because he basically says that he doesn't want to be switched off. Apparently, the routine is once you complete a mission, they get switched off, memory erased, and that kind of stuff. And he says, no, don't worry about it. You're kind of living being. You're similar to Cup and Hot Rod. No, sorry, Springer and Hot Rod. So they're alive as much as you can be. So as far as I'm concerned, you can still kind of retain it. So yeah, so his memory's intact, and off they go. And they obviously get this warning of this thing turning up in space, and it manages to jump to Zertoni without them kind of picking up on the radar and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, they send the ships out. Which again, they have that thing where they kind of go unconscious again, and the android has to wake them up. And as they go out there, they literally smash into the ship itself. Meanwhile, Solar, who was imprisoned at the end of the last issue, is talking to her version of Android, and it's like, can you get me out of here? And it says, well, only if I take control of your arm, but then you might suffer tissue damage and all this kind of stuff. But then she gets a whisper from Zerta and basically says, you've got one chance to redeem yourself. I'm going to power you back up, and off you go. And that's it. So it looks like she's going to be the champion again. She's going to be able to travel through, which is obviously something to do with fighting the Quintessons. So yeah, as you can see, 2 G.I. Joes, but no Void Rivals for January. So I'm assuming we're only getting this as a standard one a month release. But yeah, decent issue. Yeah, so artwork wise, very, very good. It's I believe it's someone different. It looks like someone different. I haven't got my other Void Rival issues to look at, see if it's handy to look at, but very, very cool. And that cover, excellent, very good. So yeah, so this will be interesting to see what happens with this one. Obviously, we got Cobra La floating around in the shadows around these Quintessons as well. So we'll see if they turn up as well. So there you go. I think that's pretty much all I want to say about this one. So thanks for listening, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye bye.